what you had been talking about, and actually Ms. Lummis as well, Ms. Fusil, your characterization with my good friend Mr. Conley troubles me, because you have indicated that because of the wide breadth of the request, that has caused you to not be able to fulfill what initially started out as a very simple request. And so what you're indicating today is that you've gotten no guidance from this committee on any priorities. Is that your testimony?
No, that's not what I stated. I didn't say we didn't have any guidance.
Well, you said it was so wide from 2009
It is a very wide
All right, so you've
request.
gotten guidance. Would you say that you have...
And I would say that in one instance when we got guidance, we were able to respond very successfully. You asked us for some information about the administrator's personal email. We responded with that information. And that kind of give and take is very helpful.
Let me go. I've got 5 minutes. Because I wasn't going to bring this up, but this is the entire response that we've gotten from OMB with regards to 2 letters and a subpoena. Now, the problem that I have with it is all of this is either the proposed rule or what could be found online. And in 10 months, this is all that we've gotten from you. And I went through, and most of this is duplicates. Is this the best you can do?
To your question about duplicates, a lot of the communication between senior OIRA officials has to do with comments on iterations of the rule. As such, all of those communications, we include the iterations of the rule.
No, this is an email chain. I'll let you review it. Let me just tell you, what offends me is that we send you a simple request, and then what you give us is things that we can get our own staff to look up. And so here's my question to you as a follow-up on what the chairman said. What have you, through your process, decided not to give this committee?
We have not decided not to give this committee anything.
So in 10 months, you've decided to give us everything that you've looked at. Is that your testimony?
The documents that we have reviewed, we have turned over. The other ones remain in process. We're continuing. I said earlier that we're going to provide more documents this coming month.
All right. So what reason would there be?
We have not redacted anything.
I'm asking. Wait, that's not true. You've redacted
phone numbers and emails is what has been redacted.
Okay. But
only
I've read all of the emails, and so what I'm suggesting to you at this particular point is, what theory would you invoke to not give this committee the documents that regarded this rulemaking?
We have not said that we're not giving you documents.
So you're going to give us all the documents?
Have we said that? We have given every document.
So you're going to give us all the documents?
We are continuing to move forward on that production, and
it's a simple question.
We have provided the documents. We're going to continue to provide.
Are you going to give us all the documents?
And the more direction we have in terms of what is most helpful, the more responsive our response.
Are you going to give us all the documents?
We're going to continue to provide the committee with the information they request.
So the answer is no. There's 2 questions here. Either you're going to give us all the documents, or I ask the other side of that is, what would be the rationale to not give this committee documents? Is it a national security threat on the WOTUS rule? Yes or no?
I don't want to speak to documents I haven't seen that I don't know about.
Let me suggest that there is no reason not to give this committee all the documents. There is no reason. And unless you can testify that...
Because we're under litigation for this rule, there are lots of equities to be concerned about. There's also, we need to make sure that there's nothing that's in documents that doesn't affect other agencies'
Can we count on all responsive documents? Every 3 weeks, can we get responsive documents on a regular basis? You've got 4 custodians, 2 haven't given us anything. And so can we count on that on a 3-week basis? Every 3 weeks getting something from you. Is that reasonable?
I don't feel comfortable saying every 3 weeks.
Well, you don't feel comfortable. Let me just tell you, I'm tenacious. I'm not going to give up on this, and so you just need to tell your staff I'm not going to give up on it. Ms. Johnson, I'm going to finish with you. You said simple requests are things that you can get done very quickly. We talked about visa overstays. There's an internal document that DHS has that has the number of visa overstay potentials. That document could be produced within 24 hours. Are you willing to produce that document to this committee?
Congressman, the Secretary is keenly aware of this committee's and other committees' desire for the visa overstay report, and I know that he has put specific attention to getting a report completed.
I don't want a report. I want those documents. They're just, you know, a few pages. So can you produce those documents, give to this committee in short order within a week, or is there a national security concern that you would have to be concerned about?
Congressman, I honestly don't know what documents they are. I don't think we
Well,
have
we've
an
had sworn
outstanding
testimony
request for them.
where both people have acknowledged that they're internal documents that has the number of visa overstays on it. It's an internal DHS document that you could produce within a week. Are you willing to produce that?
Congressman, I'm not prepared to say that. If we have a request for that document, what I know is
Oh, you do.
outstanding
You
is
already
the
have a
visa
request for it.
overstay report.
Well,
And the visa overstay report is, we admit, is overdue, and the Secretary is committed to getting that out.
All right, with the chairman's indulgence, I'm going to make that official request that I would like within 7 days, those internal documents, which should be only a few pages, submitted to this committee with the number of overstays, unless, are you saying there's a national security concern?
Congressman, I'm not sure. I've never seen the document, so I don't know what
I'll yield back.
concerns there may be.
Before the gentleman yields back, we're going to